So what? I have the most pairs of shoes in this room.
Yes.
That's freaking ridiculous.
What a Malaika Aurora we got here.
All right, we're laughing because it's Thursday. And for some reason, that's a funny day.
Yeah.
The day between Wednesday and Friday.
Correct.
And after that, I don't remember anything. The old days, Friday was my greatest day. And that's because of the drinking weekends.
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday to recover. All that's gone now.
But now we can start on Thursday.
I blame the government. They increased the dry days. There were like 3 more dry days under the latest government. I'm talking Maharashtra specific.
Really?
Oh, there's all kinds of things. Amit, don't ask me questions for specific answers because we'll be exposed.
Okay.
But apparently it's a special show that we're doing today, which means all the other shows are crap.
Yeah.
For the first time, we're giving this a special underline.
I think, I don't know, when was the last time we done an AMA only?
When nobody turned up.
Well,
that's why.
Yeah.
That's how it happened. It was born. Like all the shows on the podcast have been born by accident. Cock and bull.
That is true.
Everything was just, because of reasons beyond our control, right?
That is true.
Correct. So we've had too many panelists on. We were like, hey, let's get the original gang back together. The pandemic gang.
For the
Pandy
record,
gang.
when we mentioned this a couple of days ago, there was a revolution because Abbas says that he hired you, and if it's OG, then
he got me hired, in a way.
No, so he's your senior.
Like round about
Amit, me, and then him is what he's saying. Naveen, maybe.
Sure.
So that would
Naveen
be the OG.
first.
Naveen first, then
Abbas.
Naveen introduced me to Abbas. Abbas introduced us to Antariksh.
Yeah. So how did you?
This
is fabulous. This is like real Machiavellian politics. You got rid of your father and grandfather.
Yeah, exactly. Full on nepotism. Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to the Mughal Empire.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm a nepo kid. Literally.
And he's come up with the OG idea. He and the youngest man here, Sparsh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we're doing today is a lot of AMAs, and then we have some awards to give out to some of our panelists and maybe to some news stories of the year. Okay, why not? Dekh lenge. This is
and
all.
These awards, mind you, let me just mention, will be
Yes.
very expensive awards and very costly awards.
Yes.
So yeah.
So these questions have come to us through Discord, through our Discord server. Cyrus Says. Please join that. The link will be in the description. And Sparsh has taken the pains of getting all this artwork ready, which I must show off to. This is just beautiful cards.
Yes. Would be nice if they were different cards, but still it's something. Something. We got one color in here.
Could have been a Joe Rogan experience.
Something
card
like
set.
It's about the branding.
Yes, it is
Look,
great.
I think he's too good for the show. Honestly, with due respect to the producers that went before, he's really he's up the game a bit too much.
Definitely, for sure, without a doubt. All right, so let's start with the first one. Comes in from Bruce Wayne, our ever green panelist.
Knight of Gotham. Huh?
Yes, Bruce Wayne, Knight of Gotham. AMA for Cyrus. You have asked this to several guests, so now it's your turn. How much money did you make this year?
I don't know exactly, but about the same as I made last year. So it's not really increased that much or gone down that much. Somewhere in the same ballpark as far as I know in terms of taxation.
Okay.
Trying to avoid paying the government, but they insist. So that's where we stand. Yeah. But it's not been a great year. It's a Charles Dickens opening line.
It should have been a better year, no? I mean, like with the events and stuff compared to last year?
No, I think I had a couple of bigger events last year which got me a lot of money. But unfortunately, now I think I'm going to start doing funerals and stuff.
What's the costliest thing you spent on this year? On your holiday, maybe?
Yeah, that and also creatine, which is a supplement. $600 now.
Okay.
That's not the costliest thing you
spent. It was $450 before.
These $600 last year for like $600 last year for a month, no?
Car parking has gone up. Gym charges have gone up. All these little things are just driving me nuts. The holiday, I'm ready for it. The holiday, the Canada for the kid and all that. I'm ready for it because mentally, there's no way out.
Yeah.
It's like a death sentence. You got to face that, right?
Yeah,
it's the small things which add up and destroy your life because you're like, why more for this brand and why more for that? And that's just God. So I just try to save money by basically wearing the same outfit, and thanks to the podcast, I get free T-shirts. So
everything is free.
Basically,
free spectacles because of the podcast.
Even if you're not selling the T-shirt, I'm sort of buying it, sort of.
Yeah,
I'm wearing it anyway.
You can buy the T-shirt Cyrus is wearing on our
or you can loan this
website
from me and just give it back after a week, and the rates are much cheaper. So to answer your question, I really don't know how much I earned. It's not like I've earned that much, but it's about the same because it's not. We need to earn more. Amit, how do we earn more? Any idea?
That's a good question.
Isn't there some scam we can do? I mean,
there are many scams we can do. Should we start a crypto coin?
Can we?
We can.
Yeah.
Have the IVM
name. We'll get the foreigners involved. We'll get a Sanskrit
it's a Cyrus
name.
coin, not a
Cyrus coin.
Yeah,
official Cyrus Says coin. Okay.
Yeah.
Cyrus Miley Cyrus.
You should have your own NFT, no? That's a great way to make money. Quick money.
Get the right name. It's all in the word. Parampara. That should be the coin.
Parampara.
You see that, and we'll get a huge response. People from Japan buying left, right, and center. Millions. That's an idea.
Yeah.
Okay. How much did you earn?
Last year, I would answer the same as actually no, less than the year before. I lost a lot of money this year, and like markets and all went down.
Oh, I'm not counting that part of it. I'm talking about earning, not earning through finance.
Okay, yeah.
That I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, so earning same as last year.
Okay.
Right.
What about
I
you?
earned a little bit more because I got a little bit of a raise. Thanks.
Plus, he lives at home, has 7 cars, 4 flats, and comes to work whenever he feels like. He's like Rahul Gandhi.
Yeah. But Amit, what would be the costliest thing you spent on this year?
I think I don't know.
I know. Can I answer? This is personal. Do you mind?
Yeah, go for it.
Teeth.
Yeah, could be.
Abominable. When he told me how much it cost, I was like, forget your dent.
Oh, really?
How can dentists, Abbas, how dare you and your brothers behave like this? You're charging this kind of money for a tooth? For God's sake. I mean, really, what's the government doing about that? That's just wrong. It's a tooth. It's a fundamental thing of your body. How can they charge like that?
That's true.
And they charge everything. There's the anesthesia and the chemicals involved and all that, the preparation, the pre-preparation, the post-preparation. There's no end to it. He's still paying.
Oh, God.
And here's the funny part. Nobody knew he had a tooth missing or a cavity or a pain or a whatever, a root canal. Nobody knew. Like, you can't tell.
Like, really? They didn't know the problem?
It's not like a fracture in your hand or something.
They knew what happened.
Oh,
I knew what happened. I'm sure all of you guys saw me. I was without teeth front teeth for like a week.
Yeah, I remember.
He's just saying that because he's the boss. They're all behind his back saying, what? Nobody knew.
Not at all.
Yeah, so teeth.
I would say teeth are second. I think this US trip. This was a personal US trip I just made last week.
Right? Oh, right. That's it. Oh, okay.
So there would be that. And
ask Amit how he travels.
I travel by plane.
And how do
you go? The plane goes from the airport to another airport in the middle. And
are you with the richer travelers or the poorer travelers? Don't forget my Alex Kuruvilla story from MTV. They called us in and they said we're all to take economy class flights, this and the other, because we, the management, are taking economy flights. That's the way it is. 5 hours and more, you're entitled to business. This was the law.
This was a 23-hour flight, dude.
Yeah, so you are, according to them. But my point is, I was on a flight a few days later to Delhi, and it was an event outside MTV, so the client was paying and I was business, and sitting next to me, this guy comes and says, my boss, Alex. And he looks at me sheepishly and says, I got some points, so they upgraded me and all that. And I was like, what? You just give us a speech.
Bombay-Delhi flight business is not worth it. Honestly, a Bombay-Delhi flight is not worth business class.
That now depends on the outfit, but I'm saying that they'd already started that, then they pulled it back, which is a bit mean, right? True. So we were all a little upset about that. You don't see Malaika traveling economy, so she would upgrade herself anyway.
Well, that is true.
I would stay in economy because I'm not paying a rupee. I would try and save money for the company. I was like, can I go cargo? Can I go to somebody's bag? Like that. Yeah.
So Amit, when can I run into you in economy?
You're the wrong guy. You're the wrong guy. You're the wrong guy because we know about your life. You've never suffered at all.
I don't travel. I always economy, man.
Yeah, that's when you travel alone to Himachal.
I mean,
when your parents take you to Tokyo for a holiday.
Man. We don't. Yeah.
So I have never traveled business class domestically. Domestically, I've always flown economy, except for once.
I was like an apology. What have you done?
No,
what have you done?
It's not. But one time I got an upgrade from Nagpur coming back to Bombay for 600 rupees.
That's a 45-minute flight. Yeah.
No, it's a 2-hour flight, dude. Nagpur is it's a long flight.
No.
It's like an hour 40. It's not a short flight. It's a surprisingly long flight.
Maybe he got lost.
No, dude, Maharashtra is a huge state and Nagpur is at the other end of the state. So it's basically halfway across the country.
Yeah. Okay. So what's for the IVM employee? Let's just clear the air. So are they entitled to economy, business, or do they just find their way?
They're entitled to reimbursement if and when travel is approved, which is not often.
Yeah. I mean, Silverie, can you come from Powai to Khar? I mean, let's start low and then
If they can reimburse my travel, I'll be more than happy.
If they can fly you.
They can fly me to Powai. Oh, nothing like it. I'll pay for that actually. That's fine. All right.
What about you? Oh, you said you made more.
Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah. And I spent a lot on shoes this year, man. Although I'm wearing my oldest pair of shoes somehow today.
But if you don't leave the house, what do you need the shoes for?
But dude, I just got into buying like those cheap Amazon shoes, like less than 1,000.
I mentioned
and they
Malaika.
Look really good, man.
I mentioned Malaika. Let me just talk about her again.
Yeah.
The person that I've known in my life to have the most shoes is Malaika. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it just. One day we were counting. We were actually counting, not in a house, but she was counting aloud and telling us how many pairs she had from her head and all that. At about 82 pairs, she said there's more, but I can't remember all of them. 82 pairs of shoes. I went home, I had one pair of shoes. I was thinking how people are different. It was amazing.
That's a little excessive, right?
She's crazy about shoes.
No, she is actually you.
One pair of shoes.
This is my story. It's not about me. It's about Malaika.
It's both are quite
If you were
extreme.
to
Yes.
ask me how many pairs of shoes
How many do you
Malaika
have?
had, I would say a couple of hundred. If you were to
Yeah.
ask me how many pairs of shoes Cyrus had, I'd say maybe like 6 to 10.
How many do you have?
I probably have 10-ish.
10 shoes, not tennis shoes. That's
no,
confusing.
10, so
about-
you have sneakers, you have formal shoes, you have sandals, you have
That way I have two then.
slip-ons.
One black pair and one and kids. So two.
Yeah, so no, I think I probably have about 10 pairs.
Yeah, but mine are all free. This is by the Unwala family.
None of mine are
And the
free.
black is from a play I've done. So all free.
None of mine are free. I've actually gotten more. I've been able to buy more shoes in the last couple of years compared to earlier because my size is now available at a bunch of these places in India, right? Otherwise,
Indian feet have grown.
No, it's just basically online selection, right? So you can select slices. Whereas when you have to go to a shore,
Ask him how many shoes he has.
I have like about, again, like 6, 7, 8 pair of shoes.
6, 7, 8.
I don't feel
I just
like
bought
I have
all of
that
them this
many.
year, basically. I bought most of them this year.
I don't feel like I have that many, and I definitely have 10 pairs of shoes.
Let's go around the room quickly. Rishi, how many shoes do you have?
I mean, 7.
7 pairs. Wow. And
Okay.
Sparsh?
About 10 then, yeah.
5 pairs.
Serenity?
Excellent.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, so about
So
5.
what? I have the most pairs of shoes in this room.
Yes.
That's freaking
Oh, what a
ridiculous.
Malaika Aurora we got here. All right. Next question. Sameer asks, if Amit had approached Kunal instead of Cyrus, how would the show be different now?
Okay, can I just talk about Kunal for a minute?
Yeah.
He's a lovely guy.
I think this is the excuse.
Kunal
This
is not a
is your
people
excuse.
person.
Yeah.
Okay, don't force him to be that because then you just expose him after some time. Then he has to have his mirthless laugh and a smile unnecessarily. And you could put him in agony.
Okay.
So, there's no way he's sitting to 1,000 episodes with people and all that. I mean, you thought Naveen got angry the other day? Oh, God. Kunal is the bop of all that. He's happy doing his food show and limited amount of engagement with people or whatever. He does his thing.
Tell us
His
something.
food show's doing well.
It's doing very well.
On YouTube. I was watching
And
that.
it's a great show.
Yeah. And he's a follower. So
I really am. Yeah,
an actual,
most of it,
from the beginning, not like now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
from when no one was watching it in the beginning when they started, he was a follower. Yeah.
Really.
But I don't think he would enjoy the podcast, honestly. He'd enjoy it when we do Cock and Bull occasionally.
Yeah,
he
I
comes
think-
and sits in, but to be the thing, I don't know.
No, I don't know that he would
Yeah.
want to do the day in, day out kind of this, right? It's a mix of seriousness and jokiness, which I think might not be his thing.
No, it wouldn't. Plus, it's a visual medium, Amit.
But if we had done it, how would it be different? Like, would the podcast be about something else, you think?
I think it would. Honestly, I don't think that we would have done the dailies. I feel like Kunal is more of the weekly cadence kind of this.
And if you think I'm in a hurry, oh my God.
Cyrus is always in a hurry. He always is. Never want to be in one place for longer than like a couple of hours, I think.
I think Kunal will be great, but the other guests, he'll be fine. If you have 3-4 people on the panel. Yeah. It'll be
No,
okay then.
he does well with like hosting stuff and stuff like that. I've seen him a couple of
he
times.
likes
with
he
panels and
likes to
stuff.
do his dry
Yeah.
hosting and all that and all, but he'll always start by saying, I'm not the funny one. He'll do the funny stuff. I'll do the announcing. Takes the pressure off himself and puts it on me. So
great.
now I've got to now I've got to think of something. It's just unfair.
Why don't you put the pressure back on him? No. Today I'm not funny also.
No, the
Today
only thing
Kunal,
I do
you
is I
handle
say
it.
he's the sexy one, and that always gets a laugh. Yeah.
It's great.
He's always better dressed than me. He's got shoes. That guy's got shoes.
Yeah, I'm sure he
Plenty of
does.
shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. All right.
I still don't believe that none of you have more than like 6 pairs of shoes.
No,
I do not buy it.
I'm counting more. Maybe it's 7, 8,
he's
9.
lying.
I'm not buying
Probably
it.
10
He's
at
lying.
most.
Silverie has-
Okay,
10 at
slippers,
most.
sandals.
Slippers count?
Yeah, of course they count.
Slippers?
No, you can't
Yeah.
count
Oh, then,
slippers because slippers even I have, but we
I
all
have-
share slippers.
Then I have like 2 pairs of slippers.
Okay, slippers,
I have,
sandals for like Indian clothes and
sandals,
stuff like
no, I
that.
don't
Oh
have.
no, those slippers are slippers you wear on the road, on the floor.
Well, so slippers are like a
home
house
slippers.
home
not
slippers.
which you wear with ethnic clothing and go to parties and all that.
You have
It's different.
sandals and stuff like that. I'm sure all of you have sandals
I mean, no, I don't have sandals.
for Indian. Like if you have
no,
to
I
wear
wear
an Indian
shoes
tradi-
only,
you wear shoes on that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Someone-
all right.
One of you is
Sneakers, formals, loafers.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how do you not have more than 6 pairs of shoes?
I mean, yeah, definitely more than 6 pairs. More than 6.
He's a loafer himself.
Or 10. Maybe now 12.
How can you wear yourself? What the
I
hell?
might have more than you then, I guess. 12.
12 pairs already.
I'm the Malaika. Sorry, guys.
This is a live format almost, at least when we're recording
Yeah.
it, and he's already grown from 6 to 12.
Yeah.
So you're a complete liar, Silverie.
I mean, I didn't count slippers. I thought who's counting slippers and sandals and all that?
how
Shoes
many,
are
how many
shoes.
slippers do you guys have?
2 pairs of slippers.
Yeah,
for the
I
house.
have 1 pair of sandals,
I think
which are like plastic sandals. I don't have
Maybe
slippers.
every time he goes to Siddhivinayak, he comes with another pair.
That also
Yeah.
could happen.
All right, next.
Yes.
Shweta Bapat asks.
Bapat.
Bapat.
Maharashtrian name.
Okay, Shweta Bapat asks. Full lyrics of Ballad of Bhaloram, please.
Bhole Ram.
Bhole Ram.
I forgot the name because you're saying all the wrong things.
Sorry, man. It's Bhola Ram. It says here.
Okay.
Bhola Ram. Ballad of
Ram.
Bhola Ram.
Bhola
It's
Ram.
too long now, Baba. We'll do it. I have to sit and
A
remember.
little taste.
Through the trees I spied a cave. I said to myself, Bhola Ram, be brave. You have to like a reverb, brave.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll teach you one. I'll sit and write it down. This is a classic. You've got to show respect. You have a full class, people paying attention. Maybe we'll get Kunal to dress up and do it.
Okay.
What is it? What is the
What
ballad?
is the ballad of
It's a
Bhola Ram?
legendary ballad that's handed down for generations. It's basically Parsis in Hindi. So it's
okay.
written by
okay.
Parsis and
Okay.
trying to do the accent correctly and all that. And so, but Bhola Ram was a great man.
Okay.
He was scared of a tiger, basically. He goes into the forest and he sees the tiger and he runs away from the forest. And then this is his stories, how he gets through life, basically. Bhola
Isn't
Ram.
that the same as that comic book character, Shikhari Shambhu?
I think they must have copied Bhola Ram.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bhola Ram was first.
Okay.
Yeah. If you don't believe, just go back to Babri Masjid. Ram was first.
Okay.
Hence Bhola Ram first.
Oh. Okay.
Shikari, whatever his name is, second.
Okay.
All right. Fair.
Lesson learned.
Got it.
Back to Ian Chappell.
History lesson. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
come
you,
on.
Cyrus.
Chappell away. By the time the show ends, keep counting. Do a count throughout. He'll be 23, 61. then Malaika goes down. 94.
Wait, you know what? Wait, I have 2 more sandals. Oh yes, correct. I have 15 pairs of shoes, guys. Ramnathan has asked, best way of serving a sandwich.
It's not Ramnathan, it's Ramanathan.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing to names? Are you Baba? If I'm
It
better
is
than this.
Ramanathan, you're right. It is
Bapat,
an extra.
Ramanathan,
You're right.
these are simple names.
Yeah. Ramanathan, both
No,
are.
there's no Ramnathan. Who's called Ramnathan? It sounds very odd.
Probably not.
Amit,
Okay.
where do you hire these guys from? Is it economy class? Please hire from business.
There was I actually knew a person like a uncle kind of person in Philadelphia whose name was Ram Nathan.
But they
Yes.
took the Christian Nathan
Yeah.
to fit in.
Yeah.
So they've changed their...
Vindication,
Yeah.
It's like
instant
Krishna
vindication.
Machari becoming Chris, bro.
Yeah.
That's not counted. Amit, what were you called? But it's a simple name. Amit. So they Bengali fight it in the US. He escaped Bengal here, got it there. Yeah.
Alright, so Ramanathan has
No,
asked.
let's call him Ram Nathan. Now it's gonna be, we've destroyed the name.
Alright, yeah. Ram Nathan has asked, best way of serving a sandwich, triangle/rectangle or just as it is? Square.
I think there's a right and a wrong answer to this, but you go
No,
ahead.
mine is always practical. I like to hold the sandwich properly.
So triangle.
I want small
Yeah.
size things. The grip is okay, and especially when it's a social occasion, I'm always worried that the food is all over my face. I drop everything on the thing, and I'm the kind of guy who does that. And everybody points it out. So for me, it's size is important.
Small is-
Size is important.
No, so triangle is why the answer is correct, because when you get the edge,
The grip also.
you can bite, right? I mean, like you don't. It's not with a square. You're having to adjust your bite to the size, whereas with a triangle,
Like a burger. Yeah, it can go out of
a
control.
triangle, you just insert a triangle in your mouth and
Yeah.
bite down where you're happy at, right? And then at that point,
So then burgers also, do you cut in half? Are you,
so
I love
depends.
cutting burgers in half.
So if it's a big
big
burger,
burger, yeah.
a big burger, I'll cut in half.
Yeah.
Not like a McDonald's.
See,
burger.
I wouldn't eat a
exactly,
burger in a very social place because it will be all over my face. But if it's with the lad sitting with the boys alone, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
Who gives a damn?
Yeah.
But you go to like a shadi or something and you're all dressed up and all that. I mean, don't
I don't serve burgers at shadi.
Yeah, but anything is
People are
possible.
messing up their
Have you
dress
not been to
code.
Delhi? Anything is possible. Yeah. The caterer just has to convince you, bro, this is in.
No, even at
Burgers.
Guju weddings, pav bhaji burgers are a thing at Gujarati
Tacos
weddings.
I've seen a lot of.
A lot of tacos.
Yeah, but tacos is an easy.
Yeah.
Once you get it right, it cracks.
No, and the pav bhaji burgers are also like small, right? They're like the size.
But that's
of
why they
a-
are small, because they know that it's going to drop all over, and you need it more like a. So you have to have. It's literally 5 paos is a pav bhaji. It's not even like one.
Yeah.
And they say it's a
If that.
poor man's country. Where is the poor man's country? The poor men have no place in this country.
Okay.
Poor men have to leave this country. We formed 2-3 countries around this country because of poor men. Sorry, you were saying.
So in order of preference, it's triangular, then rectangular.
What about you?
Or triangular, without a doubt.
So then why do they go on, if everybody's agreeing that practicality is everything,
Yeah.
you hold the damn thing,
Yeah.
why do they go back to the square?
I don't know. Also, the
Fat
rectangle, they
square.
cut in the middle, right? The rectangle
The
way.
middle,
So that's the worst one, right? I
Yeah,
don't
that is- I
mind
don't like
the
that.
like.
Yeah.
I like
you want the crust,
the
you want
full-
the edgy one.
Yeah, I know. I like the 6. The
so
sandwich
you-
wala 6 pieces. I like that.
Oh,
Because
because talking
then
about the road sandwich
the-
style where
yeah.
you cut it into small
Okay,
squares.
Pieces,
Yeah,
those
yeah,
are fine
those are
too,
nice.
right?
Yeah,
but
those are
the
fine, yeah.
cut in
See,
two.
those guys are fantastic.
Yeah.
You can eat on. You're standing there at
Correct.
they've got it right to a proper science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it because you can eat it.
Bite size.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
never
Bite
drop
size.
that.
Yeah.
You never drop that. Bite size,
Exactly.
you get your full meal.
But I think for a bigger sandwich, a triangle is the right answer.
Yep.
I get really annoyed when you like a couple of places you order a sandwich, like a club sandwich, a big sandwich, cut it in half like this,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, dude, that's irritating because
Yeah,
now
It's got no area to bite. tight
Yeah.
to get your grip on.
Yeah.
Correct.
And this is why we have teeth. I'm sorry to bring it up, but
All right.
I do have teeth. That's why it's called.
now
so
you have
much.
teeth. Now you have teeth. Yeah.
All right. Tarun K asks, Tarun Kai has asked, Cyrus, have you ever got upset on live TV or seen anyone going ballistic? How did you handle it?
I have a record. I've tried to write, if I ever write a biography, I try to remember everything. 4 producers have cried because of me.
Yeah.
Tears. Okay, 3 girls, 1 boy. So I've got that record. Nobody in MTV has that record. And nothing to do with being aggressive or anything. Huh?
Okay.
We've just worn them down. Like Manjari, I remember we were traveling to Birmingham. Manjari, we love you. From London for the match in 1999, the World Cup. England and India. Nasir Hussain versus Azharuddin. And so all excited and all in that drive. And I had this Saher, who used to work with us, her nephew Adam, who's half American, half Indian, was there. He was like a 17, 18-year-old guy. So he's perfect fodder for someone like me. You know, so we were doing Italian accents throughout the journey, which is okay for 5 minutes. It's a 4.5-hour drive. Right? So then poor thing is saying, would you like your Coke? And she had bought stuff on the way and all that. And she was being very motherly and nice. And I was like, what you saying, Adam? What you saying? Why she talking funny? I don't know what she's saying. And he's talking back. I don't know what she's saying. What are you saying? And then in between, she fell asleep. So she started poking her with pencils and all that. She was sitting in front, we were sitting in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, so just imagine what a horrible drive.
Really, man.
So I'm going to the end because obviously lots of things happened before that. She just threw the Coke on me on my face in the back. With like an English driver driving, was stunned at this Indian behavior, and she started crying. I was very upset. Then of course I had to spend the first 15 overs, outside the circle, consolidating, apologizing, all that. So like that, I've got a good record. But I haven't got angry. I can't think of it.
No, I think the question is on camera. Has anybody ever lost it with you on camera? Not the Bakar.
Kunal has walked out of 4 to 5 shoots at least.
Okay.
Like walked out of the set.
Okay.
Once from our own TWTW 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And once in Film City for somebody else's shoot. We were just teasing
Has
him.
someone like got pissed at you at an interview? Like not Cyrus Says, like maybe
I
MTV
know
Days or something.
Bakra stuff has happened, but
No,
that's
but
that's different.
then they're okay after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they may have been pissed, but we don't know. So there might be a lot of them. But I must say, these film stars are very sharp. So they never let their guard down. Govinda was the only thing which was slightly confusing. I mentioned that before. Where, I don't know, he was as usual, he had come late and all that.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to tell him, कि मैं हिंदी में बात करता आप अंग्रेजी में बात करो. Because I thought it'd be funny, his English is not very good. My Hindi is always suspect. So it was just fun to
Oh, you thought he's making fun of him?
I thought apparently later on he complained, but we don't know for a fact whether he really complained or what, that why is he saying that, meaning that his ego was hurt that we don't think he speaks good English or something.
Oh,
and
man.
I'm like, this is Govinda.
We know he doesn't.
Not exactly Bernard Shaw. But that also is not confirmed because he's very sweet on camera, so I can't say for sure, but I can't think of anything else. Akshay Khanna got angry with Amrita Arora, I remember that. And wouldn't do the interview, so they had to replace her with me because I was shooting the other guys from the film.
Wait, you were doing a joint interview with Akshay Khanna and Amrita Arora?
No, so there were 3-4 actors from whatever. No, Amrita was with us in MTV, so we were doing the interviewing.
Right.
And Akshay Khanna and a couple of other actors.
Why did he get irritated?
He was not being very friendly with her, so she got offended. He was fine with me. I don't know.
But that's because you were neighbors.
I don't know. Honestly, I wasn't in the room and they were whatever, but obviously Amrita's not going to walk out for nothing.
Yeah.
But he seemed very nice. And subsequently we met him, he's very nice.
Yeah.
So that those kind of things happened. Yeah, but we were okay. I can't think of it. But you have to talk to other people to know the truth. Because I'm living in my rosy-colored world where I thought everything was great. And that truth. It's the worst interview ever.
Wow.
Yeah. But then you get a lot of confidence once you do Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, Tendulkar, Bill Clinton. Once you get those kind of guys under your belt, you have to always remember that's there in your head.
Yeah.
Not to be arrogant about it, but look, if you can handle them, you can handle whoever.
That's true.
So just be calm. And the rule for us at Bakra also was always never lose your temper. Even if they hit you, they whatever, because you're on the wrong.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So even while doing an interview, no matter how obnoxious or mean the person is, you don't get angry on camera. I mean, we try not to, but having worked with you guys, it's really hard.
I know. I'm sure.
Naveen, peace out.
Yeah. All right. Next one comes in from, I hope I'm saying it right, Nisha Mon.
Oh shit, you cannot be a host again in
Really?
India. He's got to go Portugal or something.
That's written. It's Nisha Mon, right? It's like a Pokemon name.
Nisha Mon. Yeah.
No, it's M-O-N.
Yeah,
Nishamon.
Nishamon.
Nishamon. Like a Pokemon name.
Maybe it's a handle.
Yeah, it's a handle. 100%. It's
Yeah.
Discord, so it has to be, right? Yeah.
So this one's for Amit. She says, Amit, would you ever think of getting a voicemail line so we can leave voice messages as AMAs?
The problem is that so we've tried this, and a number of other people have tried this on a lot of different podcasts, and 90% of the messages that come in are unusable from an audio form. And so then that leads to you have to check a lot and you have to look at a lot and that, right? So I think we're more likely to figure out a way to have like direct call-in stuff happen than we are to do a.
So we had a love line concept, because back in the 90s it's a little hard to do this, where they would call in on a number with their problem, because we're not shooting all day. And we actually shot once or twice a week. So we had to first get the bank of what their questions are. So we kept a line open, telephone line, landline, and people are calling from all over. You got to listen to those. It's not easy. Because people take half an hour to come to the point.
Hello,
कोई है? Hello. अच्छा देखिए मैं हूँ. Hello Joginder. अच्छा देखिए hello. That's it. It just goes on like that, and it's, so you'll die. There were people everybody who had that job, they just wanted to quit. Because just to find 5 proper coherent conversations where you're safe, that they'll talk nicely to a woman on camera, all that, it was horrible.
No, the amount of monitoring required to make this thing work, right, just makes it kind of like it's easier to figure out a way to have people call in live into the show than it is to figure this out. And this is not just a problem.
But we should have calling in live if you have the.
So there are possibilities of doing it, but it's still a little complicated, right? So
what is it? They say something really,
Well, so that is
speaking of sandwiches, non-vegetarian.
So that becomes the problem, right? The challenge becomes one of moderation and live moderation in that sense. So then you want to do it recorded, but then if you're going to do it recorded, people, then you have to set up a time for people to call in, and it's not coming on at that point, and it becomes, the in my mind at least, that's like one of the holy grails of podcasting. If we can figure out a way to replicate a call-in show, right, it would be amazing.
Call-in shows are great fun. The first show I ever did was call-in show on radio.
They are
in '96,
but they're hard to do, right?
93.
I mean, like the technology. See, the thing with radio is broadcasting the message, so it becomes a method of pulling in calls while the show is on, and that
also,
is difficult.
No, but we had a theme which made it safe in the sense that people call in for a song also. So that's the basic 50% premise. Uske baad 50% is on anything else.
Even radio and stuff, they don't do call-ins live, right? Radio does call-ins with
they were recorded.
They pre-record them, right?
Same thing, same style.
It's a challenge. It's not. It's not.
We're up
easy.
to the challenge, Amit. The lads were talking, and we said we'll do it.
All right.
Silverie, you're ready for the challenge as long as it's not early morning, because and not far.
Or late evening.
Late evening. Or Saturday, Sunday.
All that. Right. Next one is directed at me, but asking the both of you. Addy has asked this one on Instagram. This person says, "Why did you let Silverie back in the studio?"
What?
Where was he not in the studio?
Why did you let
were you
Silverie
not
back in the studio?
No, this is actually reverse love. They want you back in the studio. This is a wink. That's all.
This is fun. Nice.
No, but why were you not in the studio?
Because he forgot to see the MOU that he signed with the job, saying that you have to attend the office, be here, hence salary will be given, involves physicality of presence. He was like, pandemic should go on till 52, 53. That's 30 years more.
All right. Samir has asked, Amit, how is producing this show different than other shows?
Less planning. I think that's the biggest thing.
That's the biggest boon, right? That's a great boon.
No, it's not. It's I mean, like, it works out well, but I don't know. I think that planning is important to make sure that this stuff comes, like conversations, like, the best conversations come from a degree of planning. But the thing is that Cyrus is a individual who does not like to plan, and he doesn't like to, he doesn't even want to know the subjects you're going to talk about.
No, I don't want to think, because I think it kills the art form. If you start thinking, you have a prepared answer, which works if it's a serious conversation. I understand that. So occasionally we're talking about something serious, it's fine. But otherwise, because it comes in the way of your thought process, you want to react to it actually the way you are, so your personalities come out. So that's what I think.
No, I agree.
For our show.
No, I think that, I think that that's the thing here, right? That works for this show. That the show works well. It's not that the show doesn't work, right? The show works well.
Oops.
It works really well.
No, the show. Sparsh, he's the one who takes it seriously. He's the one
he does. But
and he's actually the guy who should get more credit.
He does.
He's doing everything.
He gets a ton of credit for this, because the fact is that he has brought a degree
Don't
of...
push it.
No, there's no business class.
Yeah.
There is no business class.
class.
But he has brought a degree of planning to it, which was lacking. lacking earlier, right? Even even when we got Vinay in to start producing it in the middle before Antariksh.
Now you've...
But no, I mean, listen, Antariksh is great on air. We all know this, right?
Yeah.
Antariksh doesn't care.
Antariksh, when it comes to actual planning of stuff on a show level,
not as good as Sparsh, for sure.
Yeah, it's not.
I can't turn the camera. The people could just see Rishi's reactions. Rishi's never laughed this much since 2016.
No, but so I mean, Sparsh has brought a degree of planning to it and stuff like that, which I think is helpful at the back end.
He also thinks out of the box. He's always thinking about different things. I like his. I've told you this before. What I like most about him, since we're praising him, is that he never balks. He reminds me of Francis Drake. You know Francis Drake, when the Armada was challenging England, and he was playing pool.
Yeah.
So the other generals come and tell him, sir, they're right there, our waters, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
So he said, relax, let me finish the game. So he's got that certain coolness about him. When I tell him I've suddenly got a date, he never reacts badly. Other producers, oh shit, yaar. And then you also start feeling worse and worse. So he's got the right attitude.
So it should be.
He may one day be business class. He may work his way
I hope he is in business class one day, because that says good things about how much money we're making on this show.
That's when he hires us. Yeah.
All right. This last two we have. King Julian asks, top 3 best and 3 worst moments of your podcasting journey so far. Be serious for once.
Top 3 best? How can you? I mean, that's so tough.
It's a tough one, yeah.
But
like off the top of your head.
I think the best thing is when he got his deal sorted out and entrepreneurship became a reality. Yeah. That was fantastic, because I think he had gone through a lot. We've all gone through a lot because in the pandemic and ships were sinking.
Yeah.
And I think that was just, I really had faith in the world again. Yeah, literally, because I know what it meant to him, how hard he had worked and how much he had gambled, and he never shirked from the fact that it's going to be a podcast medium. He could have made it video proper. He could have made it into a TV serial sort of thing, because there's always that temptation to go to join the rest of the herd. But he stood his ground. So I think that was one of the best moments. And I was vindicated, because a lot of people around me who said, oh, what are you doing? What is the whole thing? And I said, we have to have faith. Trust the guy. Yeah. So I felt really good. It's almost like, you bet on your horse, So and there's nothing better than your team wins. Because you sort of feel in some way karmically you're involved in that. So that was, I would say, number 1 for me is that.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I felt good about that.
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, yeah.
So one worst moment then?
Before that, there were many worst moments. We had no idea what was going to happen.
Yeah,
I don't know worst moment. I can't think of it. Just people coming late, I guess. All the time. You, one of them.
I've never come late. I've been late once in my entire Cyrus Says career, dude.
You don't turn up at all. So that's different.
I mean, I'll join from home. I'll be on time.
Also, you created this sickness about you that you're a sickly child and all that. And now,
I powered through a lot of sick.
So now the joke is he's got a heart of a 65-year-old and all that. And so we have to all back off.
It is what it is. Yes.
We're actually dying, all of us, and we don't have a chance.
I can't.
Amit, any bad moments?
Many, but at the same time, that's the nature of what. See, again, I mean, you do the show, right? I do the business part of it. So bad moments are part of the. If every moment was good, then that would be amazing, and that would be unrealistic.
And also, partners fell on the wayside in the beginning. I won't take her name and all that, but our first producers, etc. You had all that to deal with.
No, but that was honestly, those things I think worked out for the better, right? I mean, there was a mismatch in expectations and in terms of what we were looking to do, and so I mean, those things I think for everybody worked out net good, right? I mean, I don't think that is so much of a.
What's that? Mr. Beast, our leader in the world.
Space?
Yeah, Mr. Beast point about how he fires people or how they get released is that he tries to place them in the next place where they would like to be. So there's no real firing involved. It's almost like you're transitioning and I'm helping you transition.
Okay, that's nice.
Kind of thing. So I think we should all learn from Mr. Beast. Lovely man.
Yeah, that's a good...
And imagine his parents' surname is Beast. I was so impressed. That's literally like meeting a guy. You're the name expert in India.
Yeah, wow.
This is Rajesh Janwar. Mr. and Mrs. Janwar ka beta. This is him. Yeah.
No, but I mean, if you're talking about him, right? I mean, there is, when we're talking about preparation, right? In that sense, the guy, the amount of preparation that guy does, it's insane, right?
And now it's even more pressure, right? Because it reached a certain point. We would understand he did it in the beginning. He was lucky and got it right.
Apparently he did I think he worked on this stuff for 3 years without having a single video crack 1,000 views. And he basically just kept working on how do I make these better? How do I make these better? How do I make these better? What works? What doesn't work? And just kept analyzing it to such a degree, and then it finally kind of clicked.
So if you're listening, Mr. Beast, and would like a share of the pie, we could talk, right?
Yeah.
We could figure something out. Yeah.
Let's invite him on the podcast also.
Yeah. Don't be so cynical.
I mean,
One day, I know Sparsh has done something really mean. Okay, because my wife was so excited. She really gets into this whole thing. She said, Sundar Pichai sent you a shout out and all that. I was like, what? And I of course had no idea. Because if it's not porn, how am I going to see it? So then finally she shows it to me, and it's this Sundar Pichai thing. I don't know if you can play it here in a link quickly. And it's just ridiculous, that we have voted the most watched thing by Google, and so Aisha thought we can now we're buying Antilla. I'm about to buy Antilla. I go to Alderman Road. I offer Mukesh buy some money.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically it's a tweet, Sundar Pichai saying, search recorded its highest ever traffic in 25 years during stream of Cyrus Says. It was like the entire world was searching for about one thing.
But look at the mischief here. 3 people in the gym also asked me to. 3 separate people, which means, this kind of thing just gathers momentum so fast. And so I got 2 congratulations. I can show you on the phone. One girl who I hardly know, who's a journalist, actually sent the congratulations, and not tongue in cheek. And I don't know how to react. I was like, okay, great. Maybe more power.
You got to capitalize on that, right?
No. Say, Sundar Pichai.
Yeah, correct.
He's never wrong.
Yeah,
you can Google him.
Okay, and finally, the last AMA comes in from King Julian again, who says, how to send you all Christmas presents. Any gift list you all would like to float?
If you could take Shinde away from my area and give him another place to live, I would make me very happy. I mean, I don't have anything against him personally because the politics is the same, really. No need to get into the 19 beats of who's doing what. Yeah. But if they can just live somewhere else, I'm sick of them. And then on Sunday, I took my son to the club. Sounds terrible. And there's these 2 women from Walkeshwar who they came and said, "Have you watched a show? We also live in Walkeshwar." I knew what was coming. That was a lovely bonding moment after that. No, they said, we understand exactly what you're saying. Or you started saying it on your TV show also. Wow. It's a little too localized. Somebody looking at, you're looking at UN and G20 is happening and Russia attacks. And in the meantime, I'm talking about Walkeshwar. So, but we know what you're saying. Yes. Every day it's getting worse. It never. And one lady said, in Gujarati, he was saying it never happened till 2010, 11. Then she came to 14, 15 also. I said it's not a central thing, it's a Maharashtra thing. Let's not politicize it. But unfortunately, it's true. In the last 4-5 years, it's become worse.
It's become worse. It was like, I'm sure it was always there, but I feel like maybe the traffic was less, but it never felt this obstructive.
The robustness with which the police acts the moment the VIP is moving. Look at the body language. That's what irritates me. So, otherwise, they're dead. The moment these guys have to leave, they're suddenly blowing the whistle and pushing people out of the way. Old people crossing the road, a 70-year-old lady in a sari. I mean, what? She's not going to attack Mr. Shinde. She doesn't know who he is. She's a Walkeshwar resident.
Yeah, proudly the lowest voting percentage.
Lowest voting, politically conscious part of India. I'm telling you right now. Whether you want to believe it or not.
Walkeshwar as an area?
Ask Amit about our people. Our people are not interested.
The Malabar Hill constituency has repeatedly been amongst the lowest percentage of votes cast.
In India?
If they don't know who's here in Mumbai South, do you think they'll know who's the chief minister of Jharkhand?
In that area?
Do you think they'll know anything?
Wow, so much privilege, man.
And let's keep it that way, no?
They're really just not even bothered who's in power. Nobody cares.
Business class mein. Aja.
Yeah, man.
No, so basically, if there are elections, that means we have a holiday. If we have a holiday, how can we stay in town?
So the last one,
what do you think?
Amit, you're joking, but the last one we set all records. It was ridiculous. And I went at 9:30. Where normally go early morning and just take my parents and all that. But this time I went at 9:30 with my friend Vikram.
Empty.
They were taking us in.
Like, please.
They were like, when you have only 2 people at your show, you're like, come on guys.
So I have a BJP guy in my building, and so at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, he will send somebody to everybody's house saying, have you come to vote yet? Have you come to vote yet? Have you come to vote yet?
And do you say yes? And you don't go?
You have to show the finger.
Oh, you're not allowed to vote. Sorry.
You have to show the finger. Silver, you can't lie. No. You can't go like, hi, maine kya. See the
finger. All right. Cool. That brings us to the end of this AMA part of this episode. Okay. We have a little bit more planned by Sparsh. But we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. So please stay tuned. Thank you.
Hey everyone. It's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. Attention please. Your favorite finance podcast is getting bigger and better. For all you loyal listeners, we present you Club Paisa Vaisa. What's special? Well, get the latest episodes 3 days before release, content that is ad-free, bonus content and access to the full show archive. So get your yearly membership today for only rupees 699. Log on to club.ivmpodcast.com/paisavesa. On The Habit Coach, Ashton is joined by Sarah Rose D'Angelo, a business coach and mentor. She educates women on how to ignite new levels of prosperity, pleasure, purpose, and passion for life. On Anish Thing, Anish talks to Sangeeta Iyer, nutritionist and founder of Rewrite My Story. The duo discusses animal-based ketogenic diets and its benefits. In the second season of Capgemini's Techipedia series, Sheila Aditya is joined by Atul Kurani, VP at Global Health Medical Practice, and Ayan Chaudhary, VP Imaging System Software, to talk about the digital healthcare space, telehealth, and more. And on the 50th episode of Think Fast, Varun and Suchita discuss HUL's acquisition, Indian beauty market, and e-commerce giant Amazon's experimental move. Once again, do not forget to visit our merch store on ivmpodcast.com. We have got some super cool and exciting stuff over there for you and your loved ones. Follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. If you like our shows, do spread the word. You know, it really helps us a lot. And of course, do not forget to rate and review our shows wherever you are listening to them. You can also find all our video shows on youtube.com/IVM Podcasts. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week, Kotak Privy League Program, Capgemini, and HDFC Mutual Fund. Thank you so much for making this possible.
And we are back. All right, we have different color these things.
In
These
case you
cards.
missed Holi.
Cyrus
You won't
Says
get
ka.
this color anywhere else except for Holi.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's written upside down, so I have to read it like this.
No, it's written correctly.
Right. Okay, one of them was wrong. All right, we have some awards to give out to some of our panelists. Let's go. The worst best panelist award. Okay, these winners have been given to us by
The Discord people.
Yeah,
There was no need
voted
to
on
say
Discord.
worst. Because best
No,
means
the worst best.
Huh, that's what I mean.
Okay, well,
Okay.
yeah.
Who's
Or
the worst out of
worst.
the best? I thought best out of the worst is better. Okay,
Yeah.
chalo. And it goes to? Amit, you want to guess?
There are two.
Okay.
You can guess or you can give your own, cast your own votes.
I-
I know the winner because I read it.
Yeah, I have no idea, dude. I don't.
Shriram.
That's one of them.
I got it. I nailed it,
That is
Shri.
definitely one of them. It's Silverie and Shriram. It's the worst
Oh,
best.
I was going to. Why? I was going to.
You were going to say both
Yeah.
of us? Oh man, you should have. Stuck to your gut.
Yeah.
All right. Next one is... Okay, Meghnad, $80 is equal to 1 rupee award
Yeah.
for the most embarrassing moment of the show.
Yeah. And he's the expert.
Yeah.
The only real expert on the show.
No, so this is the award.
Yeah.
The Meghnad $80
Yeah, yeah,
is equal to
okay,
1 rupees
okay,
award.
fair
Okay.
enough. Yeah.
For the most embarrassing moment of the show,
Yeah.
there are again 2 winners have been voted for.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other recollections of other embarrassing moments that might have
The
happened?
show is an embarrassment. I mean, where do we start, for God's sake? Huh?
Didn't Shreyas have something with the AQI thing?
he's
That
done
is
it.
it. That is
Yeah,
one of
that was
them.
the
You're
one.
right.
Okay.
You're spot
Yeah.
on. Wow.
The air
And anything else you can think of?
He's done 2-3. The family is like that.
No,
This is
so-
Nagpur.
do you remember?
Everybody in Nagpur
Yeah.
can get the numbers right.
Correct.
Because we've got 4 examples
Yeah.
at least. 2 of Meghnad and 2 of Shreyas.
And there was one recently with Kajol, if you remember.
1.
It was Shreyas's AQI fuck up and Kajol's IIT Kharghar.
Oh! legend. I hope she plays only the IT
Yes.
circuit for 1 year and they only want that.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Fair enough.
These are damn cool.
These
Yes,
people
Sparsh.
remember all this? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amit ki Surili Awaz Award for Best Ad Voice Award.
Hello.
Well, I stopped doing it now for like a couple of
Why?
months.
No. Yeah, I thought you weren't available. You would have gone to US and all because then Spice
No,
does
but-
it, Abbas does it, or Silverie does
So
it.
it's been all of that, right? Because
Yeah.
I've not been around only.
They can't do the hello.
Oh.
I think some of us have adapted that to some extent as our
Don't
greeting.
be so
also.
cocky. Back to economy. Saab ka hello hai bhai.
All right. So Amit ki Surili Awaz Award for Best Ad Voiceover. The winner by popular choice. Do you have any preferences, Cyrus? You listen to all of them.
See, the one that really irritates me is Abbas. Because it sounds
He's
like...
the winner.
Yeah, because it sounds like a college function in the 90s. Huh?
Abbas does amazing
Yeah, he's really good.
infomercial voice.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so I'll plug this right now. I guess
Yeah.
we're starting on Paisa Vaisa. We started a premium version of it,
Wow.
right? So it's a yearly
So-
membership which gives people
called Paisa Vaisa.
ad-free.
Uh-huh.
No, this is Anupam Gupta show.
Yeah, and it's called Paisa Vaisa.
Yeah.
It makes sense to have a Paisa.
Correct, yeah. So it's a premium version, ad-free version. You get it a couple of days earlier. There are some other benefits. You can find out about them on clubivmpodcast.com or club.ivmpodcast.com.
Maybe you get Anupama.
So we're going to try and get
Instead
him
of
here to
Anupam.
talk about this as well at some point. But one of the things is that we made a video for it, right?
Okay.
And they did it in Abbas's voiceover.
Wow.
And I watched it and I was like, this is the most like
Apt.
this is Home Shopping Network. That's what I am watching right
So he's
now.
got that ability to
He
be
does.
a VO artist. Okay?
Yeah,
Let's
he does.
face it, he's got the
Really.
gravity in the voice and all that, and he's got that certain monotonous, but not schoolmasterly effect that we grew up on. I don't hear it so much these days now because they want all boisterous voices, etc. But yeah, Amit has the
Nice.
American twang.
Yeah.
Silverie has the I want to be in the play, please give me a chance voice.
Please, oh God.
And I think
Please.
Sparsh is just a singer who can't get a gig. How come no female voiceover artists?
We do. Jalasmi did. Nivedita
Yeah,
did.
Oh, we have done. You're right. You're right.
I think more. No?
Let's give Ayushi.
Just-
Ayushi
just-
should get a chance.
These are people who are in the office, right? Ayushi is like you. She comes in and leaves
Yeah. Oh
immediately.
God, she's faster than me.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a bad way. Ayushi, you just walk out. I'm saying bye to Ayushi. She's reached the door.
No, because she's always on her way to work, right?
She
just stops
owns,
by
she owns
for
the
an hour.
place. She has to only report to herself.
I mean, that's true.
That's
but it's a,
It's
no,
like,
but it's
it's
still a
like
job.
Amit
right?
shouting at himself for
Because
coming
it's
late.
a job. All right. And the last one, if I'm not wrong, the last one is the Bakra Award for the best Bakra moment from Cyrus. Cyrus, do you anything?
What the hell? I mean, first, it would be arrogant to even know that. How would you know that? Yeah.
Okay.
The
The people have voted for Cyrus getting abused by Sikandar Khair for interrupting him.
That's beautiful.
That was fun.
I loved
That's a
when
great
I
answer.
saw that thing for the first
Did
time.
you watch the movie, by the way?
Oh,
Dude, fantastic
I
movie.
watched the clip, no?
No, Monica,
Yeah,
my darling,
yeah,
Sikandar
apparently,
Khair movie
yeah,
he was
yeah,
promoting.
it's supposed to
be a very good movie,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Please watch it.
I forgot
Anyone.
the name.
Monica, my darling. I
Now
just said
I
it
remember.
3 times.
Yeah. Monica, oh my darling.
Yes. Wow, you know the song? Wow, yeah, correct, Cyrus.
Thanks. Uncle also has a life. But that was very funny.
Yeah, it
Again,
was very cool.
showed it to friends of mine and all, they love it.
Yeah.
They love it because, because he's genuine.
He's genuine.
Saukar went berserk.
Uh-huh.
He was like, it's spot on.
Yeah.
This is actually trying to be nice. He still couldn't get through. So, Naveen, you're not alone. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So that's all we had from the cards. This thing. Do you want to do anything else?
No. We have to say bye now because we have to go back to town.
Oh,
Well, you all have
okay.
to work. You used to work a full day today.
Yeah.
So, new
I know.
experience.
And today was my work from home day and I still had to work, Cyrus, because
Why
of
does
this.
he have a work from home
Because
day?
of this.
Now, what is the new pandemic?
No, he's part of a team that has work from home team. It's one
Yeah,
of the only teams
yeah,
that
baby.
does. He works on branded solutions besides
Yeah.
this, no?
He's so happy to work from home.
I mean,
because
yeah, I
work
like
from
work
home,
from- I'm
only
not- why
the
is that a
third
bad
word is
thing?
important, home.
Why is
There
that
is
a
no
bad
work and there's no from.
There's
it's
a
only
lot of
home.
work that happens at home.
Yeah, right. He's
Yeah,
on
for
Tinder
sure.
the moment he reaches. Whatever the younger one is called. Little Tinder.
No. I have a girlfriend now, man. So no Tinder for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Is makeup girlfriend or real?
For now, makeup.
What's her name? What's it?
I'm not gonna again.
In the words of Masoom, what's her name?
Rhymes with Anya. No, it doesn't.
Another one of those. Yeah. All right.
right.
So we'll see you on Christmas now. No. Post Christmas.
We'll see you next week.
Oh, no, tomorrow.
No, we'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Friday, bro.
This is Thursday, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you
Today is
soon.
Thursday.
Age, I
There you
tell
go. Soon.
Yeah.
That's the word. We'll see you soon.
All right. Bye, guys.